Hello. How y'all doing? Why does being healthy have to taste bad? Mind you, I just had some McDonald's, but what is this? This is beet juice. I think they might have, maybe they put like lemon juice in it. No, okay, that can't be lemon. That must be orange juice. Oh my God. Hello, hello. Come on in. Tap the screen. Let's do your collective read for today, for 9/11. Blessings to all of the souls who are grieving today. Okay. Hello, the honey badge. Tap the screen. Let's get to 1K likes so we can get your readings, your collective reading going. Okay. Let me get this here together, child, so we can get y'all together. Let's see what's happening in the collective, okay? What is happening in the collective? What is happening in the collective? All right, so yesterday we talked about twin flames and soulmates and all of that. So I like that energy. I like, what I've realized is I tap into the divine counterparts a lot. And so we're going to tap into the divine counterparts today, right now, and see what's happening in that energy. What's going on with y'all? What are y'all up to? What are you doing? Who's doing what? Okay. So let's get into it. What's going on with the divine counterparts right now? Let's do a collective. What's going on with y'all? What's happening? Welcome everybody. Y'all are feeling like it's time to let go. This came out in the reverse. Y'all are ready to give up on your divine counterparts? Is that right, Kate? Huh? Tap the screen. Let's get to 1K likes. You feel like you want to let go? You think your spirit team has been lying to you think your spirit team been lying to you? About this divine counterpart? Tap the screen. Let's get to 1K likes. Share the live. Put it in your stories. Okay? Is that what's happening here? So it's giving. If I let it go and it comes back, then it's meant for me. Is that where y'all are at right now in this divine counterpart journey? What else is happening here? Go ahead, tap the screen. Welcome to the live. We're doing a collective read for divine counterparts right now. Y Square said yes. Okay. So you're entering into a new cycle here. I can't show her tatas, but you've come to the ending of a cycle. So what you're feeling right now, because you really are over this. Look, can we be honest? Look at you. You're tired, emotionally spent. You're looking at all of the different emotional investments you made into this situation and how, yeah, the cups are still standing, but you still haven't received fulfillment for this energy yet. And here Spirit is trying to give you something else. And you're like, no, I don't want this. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to, let me rest up a little bit. That's how you're feeling right now. You're like, let me rest up a little bit. Tap the screen, share the live, okay? We're doing divine counterpart reading. And because this energy, this cycle, there's a cycle in your journey that's come to an end, okay? But the ending is opening up for a new beginning. So what you guys are feeling right now in the collective when it comes to your divine counterparts, you're thinking that you're tired and you're ready for it to be over, and you're kind of scared about letting it go because you're thinking that if you let what is dying go, that the relationship will also go with it. And that's not what's going to happen. Thank you, Christine, for the heart puff, okay? That's not what's going to happen. I'm reading for the divine counterpart collective right now, okay? So twin flame soulmates, not karmics, okay? King of Wands here. So here's what's happening. When you go ahead and let go, okay? When you let go of the energy here that you've been holding on to, because you've been holding on out of fear that if you let it go, it's not going to come back. And you're finally to the place of where you're tired of doing that. And so you're letting go just from a place of fatigue. And that's a good place to be when it comes to divine counterpart readings, because it's letting you know that your ego is saying, okay, thank you for the 1K likes. I appreciate y'all. Share it to your stories. Okay. Your ego is tired, and that's a good thing. Your ego is saying, your ego has gotten to a place of where it's like, I can't do anything else to fix this. Exactly. What's this person say? False apostles, deceitful workers. Thank you, Erica, who disguise themselves as servants of righteousness. Ain't that interesting? Who is that? Otak Danilo? Period. Because they all over my Facebook right now, but they call themselves Christians. Listen, so you feel like the spirit team has kind of led you astray, and now you're feeling really imbalanced, right? My love, there is a cycle that's ending. And it's okay. This is in divine timing for you, because it's opening up a new, fresh, exciting new beginning here. You see all that burst of energy behind that wands? Wands are passion. Wands are action, okay? It's energy, it's drive, it's chemistry. There's something new that's coming. There's a freshness that's coming here. On this wand, you'll see where it has like little sprouts that's coming up. It's a new beginning. And it's being divinely guided. Okay, it's being given to you. It's a gift that's being handed to you. And as you've released, as you've let go, as you've let your ego get tired, your divine masculine, and this is not gendered based, but the person who sits in the divine masculine energy is now being positioned to take their role as I want to say as a leader, but we don't do like, oh, you dominate and no, that's not it. They're allowed now, because you've let go, to take the reins, because you're tired, because the divine feminine energy is a receiving energy. Huh? So now that you're tired, your divine masculine can come in and be like, okay, I'll take the lead now, because you're no longer got I heard your grubby little fingers inside of it, okay? You now can rest so that they can take the lead. That's what your spirit team has been trying to get you to do for forever, but you kept thinking that you could do one more thing. If you pray one more prayer, or if you do one, manifestation ritual, if you get one more reading, huh? This person is capable of bringing you a full-on, steady, tangible, substantial commitment without your help, without your coaxing, without any of it. And that's what they have to give to you when you allow them to sit in this energy. How do you allow them to sit in the energy? It's energetic, okay? This is not you doing anything in the 3D. This is energetically, you're saying, okay, right? If you're in divine counterpart energy, hey, Drea, we're doing a collective read. If you want to get a paid personal, you can send a crown. Oh, I didn't turn on the live menu read. You can send 1111 to my Cash App, which is Coach Yema. Listen. Energetically, when you've let go, this person is freed up. And if you're in a divine counterpart journey, you're here to learn your part right now. I'm speaking to divine feminines. You're here to learn how to receive, how to allow somebody to pursue you. This person, even though he's sitting on his throne, this is a pursuer. You see the wand in his hand? Look who's carrying the wand. Hey, Misa. Look who's carrying the wand, right? They have it. They got it. You could chill. You could fall back. Thank you, my love. What else is happening here in this divine counterpart journey that you're on? What is happening here? And this person is able to withstand whatever you have to give them. If you're thinking that you want to go ahead and play a little hard to get, honey, do what you got to do. Hey, anime lover, absolutely. Send you a crown right here, one of the gifts, or you can send 1111 to the Cash App for a paid mini. Hey, supervillain. Okay, so now you must let your guard down in this journey that you're in. You have to be open for conversation. You can play hard to get if you want. That's up to you. But if you're in self-protective mode, it's a lot of people that want a relationship, but they're mad at the person they want a relationship from. How does that work? How does that work? You don't need to give anything into this. You just need to be open for conversation. I want you to picture yourself as somebody that people come, when you think about when you think about worship, there's always somebody on the altar, right? The person on the altar isn't coming down from the altar to do anything. They just sit and they receive. Okay? You come, you bring your offerings. Huh? The doors are open to the doors of the church are opened. Okay? Come and bring your offering. I'll let you know if it's acceptable or not. That's my only job. And guess what? This person, I'm getting chills. This person in this energy will love that from you because they love having somebody who knows what they deserve because they know that they can give it to you. This is not a baby. This is not somebody who's scared. Okay? So you open up, open the doors to the church. We're open for service. We're open for devotion. We're open for worship. Bring your offerings. And if it's not good enough, I'm not going to be scared that if I tell you it's not good enough, that you're going to go find somebody else because you could never find anybody like this. You could try, but it'll never be the original. Huh? The counterfeit is never going to feel or taste the same. And we're on a divine counterpart journey. There are parts in your life that will not be unlocked until you are with me. That's the energy. Tell me the spicy truth. Is the snake a woman or a man? Girl, I don't know. You take it how you want to take it, honey. Okay? Andrea, if you would like to get a personal reading, it is 1111 to my Cash App, which is Coach Yema, my first name. Okay? That's the energy. But you have to open up for that to happen. Now that you're in this, I'm giving up, I'm tired, I don't know what I want to do with this anymore. I feel like spirit misled me. Perfect. Lay down. Rest your head. Okay. Now, what else is happening here? On the bottom, what you don't see coming because you're tired, you giving up a little bit, please keep giving up. Okay? There is an energy here, a romantic offer, gesture. Someone is speeding towards you. Okay? Someone is determined and they're coming with a cup of love. This is heart energy. Cups energy is heart. It's emotions. Their heart space, their heart chakra is opened and they're ready to tell you about it. They're in movement towards you, but you don't see that yet. So you gotta stay open for it. Okay? Page of Pentacles. They're coming. They want to plant a seed. Some of y'all are heterosexuals. Okay? So they might want to plant a seed. Be careful if you're not ready to birth a seed. Huh? And they're coming in divine timing here. But you don't see any of this. All you see right now is the fact that you're tired. But all I want you to remember from this reading is the doors of the church are opened. Okay? Service has started. Worship has started. Huh? Can you get in that energy? Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Do you feel this? Okay? Prudence, if you would like to have a personal read, send a crown or send 1111 to my Cash App. Or you guys can go on my website and book a reading right now. I do voice note readings, I do video readings, and then my signature 360-degree love spread that'll give you the full picture and answer all of your questions. Because the thing is, a lot of y'all don't ask the right questions anyway. That's why you keep spinning and spiraling. But I digress. Let's go back to the Divine Counterparts reading, okay? You guys are not asking the right questions. That just flew away. This energy just flew. So some of y'all, somebody needs to take a flight to get to you. Let me see. I like watching your readings, but when find out, and I am the hot sauce king mad. Huh? Okay. What is coming? This person might need to travel towards you. This could be a road trip. This could be a plane ride, a drive. But this person is making plans. Right now, your divine counterpart is making plans to come and give you this offer. So as you've gotten tired, there is a new stable beginning that's coming for you in this connection. As you've given up, as you've stopped trying to make things happen in the 3D, in the physical reality, your energy has rested. And so now things are going to start sprouting in your life, and they're going to be coming in quickly for you. We'll get timing here in a second. Oh, thank you. Okay, so it's here. Now, though, there's some energy of disappointment that your person is carrying. Let's see what that is. What is this disappointment? They're not sure if they come and invest in you and sow the seed with you that they're going to get what they're bargaining for, because they are aware it's going to take a lot of work. That's not something you should try to help. If it's going to take a lot of work, let it take a lot of work. You're not easy. How long do people have to go to school for to become a doctor? And they still do it, right? Okay. What's this disappointment energy here? Why are they carrying a bit of this as they're making these plans to come and offer something stable? What is happening here? And we're going to find out what your spirit team is saying. Hi, Norway. Yeah, so intuitively, they know, right? Y'all have gone through some real shit before. I'm not even gonna hold you. If this is your collective, you and your person have been through hell. But it's been a good hell. Y'all have been, something really traumatic happened in y'all past before. This is not a reading for a couple or like a new relationship where nothing really has happened. Y'all just, just start talking, chilling. You're not sure if they like you or not. This is not that. This is somebody y'all been through the trenches before. Yeah. And they still remember. They think the bottom is gonna fall out. They're scared. Hey, Z. Because they're a wounded warrior. So they're a little, they have regrets around what happened between y'all. And they still are carrying the wounds from that situation. Okay? If you guys would like to have a personal reading, send a crown or send 1111 to my Cash App, which is Coach Yema. Or you can go and book a full reading and ask multiple questions using the link in my bio. That's what's happening here. Aww. I don't have... Y'all gotta stay in queen energy, because I don't have no sympathy. And like Charlie Kirk, I don't have no empathy for somebody who feels like it's gonna be a lot of work to come get me. Yes, it is. And not because I'm a bad person. I'm not a bad person. You're not a bad person, but you're someone who's very special. You are someone who is rare. And people climb mountains. People dive into the depths of the earth to find precious things. You should not try to alleviate how much work somebody has to do to get to you. You should really be busy getting your shit together anyway. You don't really have to get your shit together, but like focus on what makes you happy anyway. Right? Because when they come to you, it feels light, it feels good, it feels beautiful, it feels amazing. Yes. You carry all of that as you should. But people go to great lengths for things that they value. And if it takes a lot of work for them to get to you, when they get you, they're going to stay because they know if they even try to make a mistake and step out, they may never find their way back. The people who climb Mount Everest know if they give up at the halfway point, they know they'll never have the guts to go back again. So they keep pushing. Huh? All right. This your big sister, auntie, however you want to call me, because I'm 40, okay? Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Listen. Now, let's ask Spirit why this person's in your life. Welcome to the live, everybody. I am the Spicy Mystic, the creator of the 360-degree spread. Find out more about that on the first post on my page. And if you want to book a personal private reading, yes, girl, 40, honey. So Spirit wants to let you know that you're in a season of an aha moment. 1985. I turned 40 in May. This is truth. This is revelation. This is an awakening to who you are, my love. Gladwin, if you would like to have a personal reading, send a crown or go to my link and book a private, or send 1111 to my Cash App, my love. You're in the energy of an awakening right now. You're being called to really look in the mirror and see May 13 and see who you are. And really value that. Really value. And it doesn't mean people take this to a level of where they feel like they have to be assholes and jerks to everybody. That's not what this is. When somebody values who they are, they don't have to say it. The energy speaks for itself. Just like how when you see somebody pissed off, you don't need to go ask them, like, are you mad? You know they're mad because everything about them is telling you that they're mad. When you meet somebody who values themselves, you check yourself before you go talk to them. They don't have to say anything. They'll be so sweet and nice because they don't have to say it. They embody it. This is what you're being called to. Okay, so this is the collective reading. That's your mom's birthday, period. Every May 13th person. And you know what? That's crazy because our birthday is so close to Mother's Day. Sometimes it does fall on Mother's Day. And I'll be waiting for my mom to call me like, girl, I'm not calling you girl. I'm your only child. Call me. My dad used to do this thing when it was our birthdays. He would call our mothers. He has several kids. He would call our mothers and tell them happy birthday because he was like, no, they gave birth. It's not your birthday. They gave birth. Okay? So you're in a season right now with this connection. I shouldn't even say a season. You're in a moment right now where you, and this reading is part of it, where you're being called to wake up. I can't make this shit up. This is the divine feminine right here. This is the Empress. This is the Empress. Thank you for sharing the live. This is the Empress. You're literally my loves. I knew I was talking to divine feminines today. I don't often talk to divine masculine. I love y'all. I'm sure there are readers who do. Thank you, my love. Okay? You're literally being called in this moment right now to open up your eyes. And it's not these eyes. It's this eye. You're being called to open up this eye to see yourself. Back in the day, when I used to do coaching, one of the things I used to help my clients do when I saw that they had really struggled with self-esteem or self-worth, I would have them do this exercise where they would close their eyes and ask their spirit self, how do I really see myself? When I first did this, the way that I really saw myself was like tattered. I had old clothes on. They were all dirty and I was like hunched over. And I just looked really like sickly and impoverished. And I did this how long ago? 40, so like at the age of 30, so 10 years ago. And I just looked terrible. Like I wasn't even standing, there was no light on me at all. And then I said, well, who am I really? And I saw this like regal person. I had like this type of like Cinderella dress on. I was standing at the bottom of this grand staircase, like in this mansion, bitch. Like I was that girl, okay? And then I asked, okay, what do I need to do to move from this image of myself as this tattered, battered, broke down, and disgusted, busted person to the queen of her fucking castle? Who, what? What do I have to do? So that's the work, right? That's the work that we need to do to get to that place. Okay? Now, what's going to be the outcome of this connection? What's going to be the outcome of this? Of this divine counterpart? It should be union, but based upon the current energies right now, what's going to be the outcome? Divine timing at the bottom. This is a fated connection. Okay, Chi, if you would like to book a reading, go to Send a Crown for a mini read on live right now, or you can go ahead and book a reading here, the link in my bio. So this is fated. How did you want to fall? Let's see. It's coming in the reverse. The Ace of Cups here. You got 3 aces, so you may be seeing 1-1 a lot. So the Ace of Cups reverse is self-love here. But the cup is also being poured out. And you see how it's being mirrored? And so in the 3D, there's love being poured out. But in the spiritual realm, this love is upright. So there is a divine, spiritual, energetic coming into union. Like there's I'm thinking like reunion, but this love here that's being poured out in the 3D is coming from the love in the spiritual realm being reflected into the physical reality. So that's what's happening here. That's the and it's happening in divine timing. Twin flame energy on the bottom. Thank you. Who sent that one? Okay, Abby, drop your question, my love. Okay. So if you're here, this reading really was for twin flames. This is where this collective, the specific collective of twin flames are right now. As you stand in this power here and wake up to who you truly are, this love that you have for yourself is going to be reflected in your 3D. Okay? Heard him say marriage in my dreams recently. Oh, wow. Will my person, Chris, reach out soon to reconcile? Been seeing and hearing his voice in my dreams, period. Okay? So that's the outcome for you guys. That was a beautiful reading. I love that. Wake up. It's the first of the month. Okay? Let's see here. Will my person reach out soon? That sounds like a timing card. So let's ask the timing deck. Will this person reach out soon? This is the timing card. I have a timing oracle deck. And then we'll clarify. Okay? Spirit for Abby. When will... The first card, it says next winter. So, well, let me finish asking my question before it pulls out. Will my person, Chris, reach out soon to reconcile? Okay. When is Chris going to reach out to reconcile with Abby? Let's see. So, it says it's worth the time here. Number 2 on the bottom, 444, it's time to let go. Give us more specifics here. It says by the end of the year. By the end of the year. Let's find out what's holding Chris back from reaching out. What's holding Chris back from reaching out here? The number 38. Cindy, if you would like a reading, You can send a crown or go to the link in my bio and book yourself a reading. What's stopping him? He's not feeling very grounded right now. Okay? He's not feeling very grounded. He's feeling a little unstable. What else is stopping him here? The energy says it's worth the wait, okay? It's worth the time for you to wait on him. What else is happening here with Chris? You have been separated for a year. Girl, it is worth the wait. Listen, we have commitment energy. This person is driven and clear. Wow. Whoa, Abby, wait on this. Wait on this. I'm about to show you the other cards. Wow. The Lover's energy. He really is. He really is. He suffers from mental health. Wait on this. All these major arcana. My goodness, honey, y'all are going to be together. There is a commitment here. This is commitment energy, but there's healing that is happening in this person's humanity. There's healing happening here. They're building up courage. They're building up inner strength. That's the parts that you don't see. Whoa. They're coming, but they're not here yet, but it is worth the wait. The Ace of Pentacles is literally saying it's worth the wait. That is going to lead to something. What should you be doing, though? Because there's a way that we can wait, right? What should you be focused on right now? Because waiting doesn't mean, like, looking out the window. You know? Like, when is it going to happen? The energy says it's worth the time and by the end of the year. So it doesn't mean, like, you know, you start doing readings for people, period. What should Abby be focused on right now? Let's see what the energy says. Commitment, lessons, spiritual lessons here to be learned. Please tell me something about myself. Go ahead and book a reading, Sadie. Spiritual lessons, tapping in, learning. The Hierophant is a teacher, okay? You said you're doing the readings. So focusing on that. It's like healing work. The same cards here came up again for you. This could even involve you getting a mentor. Maybe even starting to study astrology a little bit more, Abby. But like being in a learning teacher environment for yourself right now when it comes to spirituality. Okay. Awesome. Abby, thank you so much for booking your reading. I appreciate you. That was awesome. You have a very powerful connection with Chris. Very powerful. Okay. So guys, if you would like to have your reading, you can send a crown or you can send 1111 to the Cash App to book live here with me right now. It's very much a soul one. I love that. You know, the reason why I love tarot so much is because love and relationships is not really something that you can you can study in a book that is a science. It's more of an art and it's more of like a mystery. And trust me, I've tried to study love for years. Like, what does this mean? How does this work? I'm a scientist, okay? I'm a trained biologist. That's what I have. I want to book an 1111. Awesome. So you can send 1111 to my Cash App. I know this is backwards. It's backwards. But let me see. It's Coach Yema, though. It's Coach, CoachYeamah. That's my Cash App. Okay? I tried to study it, but you can't, there's no, even with like, when people study love and you know, you're a Christian, it's like First Corinthians 13, and love is patient and love is kind. When it comes to romantic relationships, even quantum physics doesn't quite have an understanding of what this is. You can only find the truth of this in the spiritual work, in things like tarot and things that are intuitive, because it is still a mystery that nobody really understands, you know? So there are connections where you meet somebody and it feels like, oh my gosh, have I known you before? And there are connections where you're like, please get away from me. I've never met you before and I don't ever want to meet you again. Why? I barely know you. Where is this coming from? Right? I'm very glad too, because that's very rare. I don't always get those cards. Okay. I had a couple of readings today and it did not flow the same way. And I always have to tell my clients when the readings is just like really, 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 really positive. Sometimes people have a negative bias when it comes to their relationship. So when readings are too positive, they think you're lying to them. And so I always have to be like, listen, my sun sign is a Taurus. Above anything else, I love the truth. Okay? My moon is Pisces, which is why I'm able to do this. I'm very much the intuitive girly, okay? But my sun is a Taurus. We're going to tell you the truth and not sugarcoat it at all. Okay? So I don't sugarcoat anything. So if it's a good reading, it really is a great reading. And even today, one of the readings that I did today, like I had to tell the person the truth, like, I'm sorry, I can't even sugarcoat this for you. This is what it is right now, you know? So that's, you know, and I try not, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you get a reading from me, it's going to be the truth as the cards are laying it out. But I also let all my clients know, listen, you're still the God of your reality. Okay. So if a card comes out in a way that you don't like, you can change it by changing your thoughts around that situation. Capricorn, come on, earth sign, you know? So yeah. It's really interesting because I remember in like a specific reading from last week, I'm like, I promise I'm not sugarcoating. This person really does feel this way about you. And so they were like, no, but I haven't talked to them. And, you know, they're experiencing a situation where they felt like the person had blocked them because they like reached out and didn't hear anything. But the reading was basically saying like, no, this is what they're focused on. It's not what you're thinking. And they're like, no, but I don't know. And so I said, please, I'm not making this up. This is what this is. Let me know, you know. They let me know the next day. They're like, you're right. This is what's happening. They weren't ignoring this, you know. Of course they weren't, because my cards don't lie. Always overthinking. Coach Yema, yes, Q. Always overthinking. And I noticed that in myself too, so I'm not even blaming nobody. Like, I know what that is. I feel like society really like set us up to always be negative because we feel like if we're negative, we prepare for the worst, and so we're not going to be hurt if the worst happens. But that also fucks us over a little bit because we end up manifesting things that we don't want because we're trying to be realist. And when it comes to love, you can't be a realist, right? You have to enter into the world of mystery a little bit. And I know for me, it's uncomfortable for me because I would love to live in my fantasy world, but I can't. Let me go ahead. Hold on one second. Okay, Q, drop your question. Let me go ahead and mute and block this person. Okay. Layla in here telling people to drop your question, my love, to send them a message. I wonder if those, because I have a couple of accounts on here that are impersonating me. Like, I wonder what do they do when they reach out? Like, what type of readings are they giving people? Or are they just scamming people and not like giving them a reading? Because you're not using my voice. Hey, Robert, you can book a personal reading by sending a crown or sending 1111 to the Cash App. Or you can book a private reading using the link in my bio. Let's get Q's question here. It's been raining today. I'm telling y'all, I love me a cloudy day. Give me a cloudy day anytime. I love it. Especially because I live in Mexico and it'd be hot. Like, you go outside for like, I'll go walk the dog and come back in with tan lines. What? Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you guys. And if it's your first time here, my name is the Spicy Mystic. You don't know what to ask. Okay. So Q, is it a relationship reading or like a general reading? Is it like career, love? And you don't have to say the person's name because the spirit knows it. So if you feel like you'll be exposed, that's fine. You can just say my person or the person. And we'll just pull the cards and see. And I have a deck here that's called What's the News? That like gives like the tea in a situation. So we could pull that as well. Barbara, you gotta book a personal reading by sending a crown. Babra. Let me know, Q. Hi, Canada. I have a lot of clients in Canada. This is beet juice, by the way. And I love how pretty it looks, but why does it taste the way that it tastes? We're gonna keep drinking it though. Just like dirt. It tastes just like dirt. Yep. But potatoes don't taste like dirt, and they're, you know, we grow them in the ground. But beets taste just like dirt. Q, what's your question, my love? Do you just want a general reading? Is Q still thinking like, what should I send? Okay, what I was saying was, I'm Spicy Mystic. I'm the creator of the 360-degree love spread. Just a general. Okay, let's do a general. Let's see what's gonna come out. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk to you about. What do you want to talk to Q about? There's something that you have been sensing. Oh, maybe I'm not seeing your messages. Maybe it's blocking them. All I saw was yes. Were you saying yes to a general? Sure, Sarah. You can send a crown or you can send 1111 to the Cash App. Maybe I'm not seeing your messages. I remember one time I was on here and the people who are impersonating me and like copying my page, they came on here. I'm like, now why would you join my live? But then they ended up blocking me, so I couldn't see them. Ew, maybe I'm not seeing your messages. I saw yes. Damn. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it'll block the message and it'll just not be visible, but I could still see it still. But now I'm not seeing anything. Try putting it like one word at a time, maybe. Sending it like one word at a time. But I am sensing there's something going on in your heart space. And it's not anything bad, but it's feeling like some sort of like desire. Like some sort of like message indicator of some maybe telepathic connection that you have with somebody. I'm feeling that. You'll listen. Okay. So let's see here. Spirit, what do you want to talk to Q about? Ooh, that came right on out. Interesting. This is about control. So this is the Emperor reversed. So things may feel out of control. Things may be feeling like they're moving a little bit too fast right now. It could also be a divine masculine that's in your life right now that's not behaving himself or themselves, okay? This is not gender-based. What else is here? Spirit, talk to us. You're being asked to relax your control a little bit. Sure, Miss K, send a crown or 1111 to my Cash App, which is Coach Yema. Okay, so Q, you're being asked to, hold on one second here. To like relax control a little bit, because things feel very heavy on you right now. Things feel like a burden. And so your mind is making you feel like if you don't move things yourself, if you don't move in a certain direction, that nothing will get done. And it's lying to you. It's like playing games with you right now. It's given this like energy of like, I have to win at all costs, and that's not true. Okay. Thank you. I look like a mermaid. Is it because the thing in the back? What else is here, Spirit? Nine of Swords. Do you see the look on these people's faces, Q? Can you see it? Make a decision. Make a decision. It doesn't matter who's going to resist you, who's going to fight against you because of it. Just make the decision. And because it's like you're nervous about making a decision because you think people may not agree with you, and you don't want to have to deal with even more of like the shit that's happening. But just make the decision and let whoever has to deal with it, let them deal with it. Like, you don't have to be in control of everything. What else is here for Q, Spirit? And I'm really feeling your heart space like really, really, really strongly. I don't know if you've been getting like intuitive nudges. Yeah, your heart space energy. The Ace of Cups here, my love. What's going to happen between you and him? Okay, we'll get clarity on that. Ace of Cups. Lean more into your heart so that you can experience this awakening when it comes to having all the things that you desire, this emotional fulfillment. But you can't have that if you try to hold on to control. Okay, Spirit, give me one card for the outcome for Q between her and the guy that she's dealing with. You guys are in a stalled position right now. The Three of Wands. This is nobody making a decision to go either way. Everybody's just waiting to see what happens. And that's probably why you feel like you got to be the one to drive things forward. It is not your job to drive it forward. This person's just like waiting. They've made the plans and they're waiting for the ships to come in. On the bottom here, Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. And then we have the Tower. This could work, but the both of you have to be willing to put the work in. But I'm telling you right now, this situation, justice is going to be called on this situation, and it's not going to make it. It's going to fall apart here. Because you're going to be trying to balance it, but the balance isn't going to happen. There's going to be a Tower moment. You don't have to make this. You don't have to make this work. You don't need to take the role of the masculine. That's not your will. That's not your job. Okay? I hope that helped. I can like really feel like your energy so intensely here. Send good vibes to Q, everybody. Okay, who else would like to have a reading? It's 11:11 right now. To my Cash App. You're welcome. Thank you so much for booking your reading. It's like Spirit just like soften up a little bit, like soften, you know, like relax. Get into your heart space. Hey, user Leah Ben. You can send a crown for a personal reading or 11:11 to my Cash App. Q's energy got me feeling all mild and calm. For a personal read, you can send a crown or 11:11 to my Cash App, or you can book a private reading with the link in my bio. Okay? Anybody else right now on here are going to book a reading or wants to book a reading right now while I'm here? Going once. Going twice. Oh, the energy is making me feel high. Going 3 times. Okay, guys. So I will see you all more than likely tomorrow around the same time. If I don't have any bookings during this time, okay? I love you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.